may please click 1 if you are present, please. Is that everyone? With a count of 22 senators, and I move on. Are these 22? Do you have form? Okay, yeah, then we have. Alright, awesome. Okay, moving on. Additions, deletions, and/or clarifications to order of the day. Orders of the day. Senator Trump, do you have any motions?
I motion to delete SBA 5004 Vietnamese Student Association and SBA 55005 Academy of Managed Pharmacy from the agenda.
Variance to striking SBA 55004 and SBA 55-005. Seeing none, the agenda. Moving on. Additions and/or deletions.
And they'll end up back here so I can pass them on to HR and the others. For those of you who didn't know, it was about a student appointment and such. Our next 10th day will be 2 weeks from now, on the 8th of July. It'll be either about on-campus resources for the freshmen to learn about, or about environmental concerns and green stuff and such. We had a little conversation in the office about like possibly eliminating all styrofoam from campus because of its harm to the environment. So if we can get the students to agree with that and provide those numbers to the right people, we can get it out of our food courts and dining halls and stuff. I want to thank the people who attended today's 10th day. So my Vice Chair Jordan, and then Nick, and Ryan Richmond, Abdul of course for helping us with all the pizza and stuff. Then Andy, Sydney for coming out as well, and Sammy and Lindsay from the court, and Ryan Miller as well. So thank you, shout out to y'all. And the next 10th day, one thing we learned is that we're gonna move it a little bit later. So if you guys do have time from 11:30 or 12 to 2, feel free to help us out. You get positive points, and we'll probably have a better turnout because apparently when we started packing up, a whole bunch of classes let out, and those could have been potential survey takers. So if there are no further questions, that's it.
Thank you. Committee on Rules, Senator Malaga.
Good evening, Senate. This week in rules, we looked at a couple of different acts, including the Logo Optimization and Guideline Operations Act, which has another fantastic acronym, thanks to our Pro Tempore, the Logo Act. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We also looked at Title VIII reform, the fiscal legislation. We're looking at amending that. We tabled it, though. We are working on some further updates to the process for suspending accounts that student organizations don't cooperate with our current regulation, and also as far as what sponsorships they can obtain if they receive student government funding. So that should be before you in a week or two. We also took a look and familiarized ourselves with the Conference Presentation Grant Program's SOPs. They're going to be, so we're getting ready to see what changes they'll be bringing before us. And next week we'll also be looking at our own Rules Committee SOPs. Any questions?
Thank you. Pro Tempore.
Right, so for the past couple of weeks, we have all our promo items that's part of the Senator Incentive Program. So the new top tier programs are top tier pricing favorite is like a game day chair for delegating. Light falls out, Bluetooth speaker, power charger for your phone. Those are the new top tiers. We also have blankets and other items. So I think Andy sent it out. You sent it out to them? The PowerPoint sheet?
To the Senate?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Alright, he'll send it out next time around so you guys can see all the different opportunities for points. You guys are doing good on points. So, and also we have Michael Malay, this is his certificate from last time for May. And also for June we have Ms. Anika Hassan, who is the June Senator of the Month.
On July 10th, which is this Thursday, myself, Pro Tempore Aziz, as well as 4 other senators will be visiting UCF. We'll be meeting with their leadership and getting an opportunity to attend their Senate meeting and kind of see how they do things. So that should be kind of cool. On July 1st, which is our next Senate meeting, before we have our meeting, Senate leadership and other student government leadership from USF St. Bede's campus. So if you'd like to meet them before the Senate meeting, they're going to be here at 3 o'clock. So if you do want to do that, just go ahead and let me know. And then they'll be getting a campus tour from me and attending our Senate meeting. This past 2 weeks, I have sat in on ASBO manager interviews, which has been fun. I hosted a witness last Friday with Aziz, Attorney General Johnson, Senator Hassan, Evan, and Gary. We got the last stuff that we were going to get from Lakeland. Last week, or it might have been 2 weeks ago, I forget, I went with President Coco, Pro Tempore Aziz, and Director Manka to a legislative thanking meeting to thank the legislators for representing us this past year. We've also met with Sujit from the Marshall Center to talk about a couple of different initiatives we'd like to have this year, and the people from the Greensby initiative to kind of figure out what we're going to do this coming year. Lastly, we are in the process of hiring our transcribers. We've done 6 interviews, and you should know soon if you don't already know. Any questions? Seeing none, I will know.
Let's pass it out. You guys can fill it out. Yeah.
Any questions for anyone to next? Seeing none, move on. The next item on the agenda is executive branch report. So, President Coco.
Right, hello Senate, good evening. Our report, we are currently working on hiring. I recently appointed our new Director of University Affairs, Ms. Sydney Rosmondo, our new Director of Government Affairs, Ashley Garcia, and our new appointed Director of Programming, Jackie Arvelez, along with Mitchell Fertizzi in Computer Services as our Director. We're currently in the process of looking at Associate Justice, Schools Radio Director, Community Affairs, and some other stuff. I want to thank the Senators for coming out to orientation this past Monday, this past last week. I appreciate the support. July 11th was Glow in the Park at the Riverfront Park, so be on the lookout for that if you want to go. Mark Carlin will be coming to the Marshall Center to do a tour of the Student Life Tower. So for those who want to meet him and talk with him, I will get the time confirmed here in about a week or so. Ms. Trong wanted to work on a town hall initiative, so I'm asking our new appointed director, Sydney to do on that. So those who are interested in working with her, please let her know. This past last week in Orlando, the Board of Governors meeting, our work plan passed, which is good. So it's on the way to be approved, and it's good. FSA meeting at the end of July, be in Tallahassee. Be meeting with more Board of Governors staff and hopefully some legislators to talk about the next session in April. Danny's working on legal aid. Rukowski's working on some marketing stuff, banner. And Greg.
Thank you, Mr. Mullins. Anything else for open forum? Senator Ulloa.
So today in committee, so next we were discussing absences and everything. Unfortunately, Mr. Michael Malenka is interested, and so therefore the ad hoc committee will, for Title VII, will be having a vacancy. So we were discussing possible options for the Title VII ad hoc committee.